Hey everybody, it's Adam22 here with my man AD. Welcome back to No Jumper News. Let's get right into it. All right, first story. So NBA Youngboy's home in Houston was reportedly broken into, and the thieves posted videos of the incident, claiming to have made off with the keys to his luxury cars, amongst other things. Now, according to some of the NBA Youngboy fan pages out there, the robbers were asking for $30,000 to return his stolen items. But Youngboy was not interested, as he didn't think that they took anything worth anything. He jumped on Instagram Live addressing the robbery, saying,
"They ain't even have shit in my cars. They probably had $20 in the thing for each one of them or something. Then you gonna record that you break it into something, but you gotta be smarter than that, bro. You can't be stupid like that, doing no broke ass shit like that. Then the stupid little motherfucker threw a brick and ain't even hit the fucking car."
Now, Youngboy immediately found out who the thieves were, as recordings of Youngboy confronting the guys on Instagram Live surfaced on fan pages.
What's wrong, man? What the deal there? What up? What up? You want to buy your shit back or what? You ain't get shit, you flunked out ass little nigga. I'm trying to see where you at.
And the plot got even a little bit more intense a few days later, because Jay Prince decided to involve himself by posting a video speaking up about NBA Youngboy's home getting broken into, saying that he got a call from the thieves and that they told him they wanted to make things right.
Home of Youngboy, place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right, because they understand that, you know what I mean, Youngboy family is okay with me.
Now, Youngboy did not appreciate Jay Prince's video, though, saying that he could have gotten in touch with him differently as opposed to making it a public announcement. Now, in the video, Youngboy makes it clear that he does not want any new relationships or friendships, and that he doesn't want his car keys back, saying,
I don't want no friends, I don't want no new relationships. All that pussy and shit, hey, I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty of niggas around me you could call. Man, niggas, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no fucking publicity, none of that pussy and shit. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway.
On a more positive note, though, Youngboy is now a proud father of 7 after 2 of his baby mamas reportedly gave birth this past week. That means that he officially has 7 babies, and he's, what, like 21? Pretty incredible.
Amen.
One baby mama, Kaylin, gave birth and tweeted a message with the child's initials and their birth date and time. She wrote, KAMG 6/16/2020, 12:43. The whole world stopped for you. And she has since deleted her Twitter account. Another one of NBA Youngboy's girls, Nisha, tweeted out, "Thanks everybody," hinting that her baby might have also been born this week. All right, AD. So Youngboy gets his house ran up on by some clout chasers over the weekend. How you feeling about it when you see these guys running around in there acting all silly? They were literally on Instagram Live in his home.
That's lame, because if you're gonna do some criminal activities, don't give the police all the evidence they need. You know what I mean? To me, it seemed like they was more fans, and they were just so happy to be in his house, they really wasn't trying to come take nothing. Because if it was me, I would have took shit and I would have been gone like a thief in the night. I'm gonna keep it G.
Right, I mean, that's the real way to do it. That's like, kids are so misguided in this day and age in terms of how they want to be known for stuff more than they actually want to do the thing. Like, and that's crazy. They took the keys to his car, but they didn't take the car. Doesn't that tell you something?
But they fans, man. Them some little boys, man. Like Youngboy said, if y'all really wanted something, y'all could have came in the house and did something to me. If that's what you, all that was for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It seems like clout chasing just gone incredibly wrong.
Now, if somebody would have ran outside and blew their heads off, you feel me? What then?
Then we wouldn't really be able to feel too bad for him. It seemed like they made their bed.
You invading the privacy.
How do you feel about Jay Prince getting involved in it? It's kind of crazy to see such a legendary figure being wrapped up in something that seems like such childish little bullshit.
But you see, the thing is, shout out to Jay Prince, shout out to his sons, they're my guys. If you know Jay Prince and you know what he stands for at the end of the day, I don't think he was being disrespectful. I don't think he was clout chasing. You feel me? I think he wanted to show, you know what I'm saying? Show his respect and be like, hey, you know, we got you. Because that's what he does.
The thing is that Jay Prince is all about respect. So I'm surprised to even see Jay Prince sitting next to someone who was involved in what you can only describe as like total ignorant tomfoolery. Like running up in his house like that is not some mannish shit. Why would Jay Prince even want to be associated with that?
But I got little homies, you feel me, that do dumb stuff. So one of my little homies got something to somebody that I mess with, we gonna middleman it out and we gonna sit there and rock it out. You feel me?
I feel that like he might ultimately like have some respect for the people who were doing the robbing, even if we're looking at it like it was so silly. But to me, at the same time, like Jay Prince, when he sits there on camera with this guy, then you have Youngboy, who is a younger dude who should technically be paying respects to Jay Prince, but Youngboy's reaction to it is, I don't want no friends, I don't want nothing to do with this. Like, how are you gonna sit there with somebody who just did a home invasion on my crib and act like it's all good? Like, I get what position Youngboy's coming from. I don't think he's really being as disrespectful to Jay Prince as you might expect in a situation like this.
It's just all politics, and if you know the game, you feel me, that's how the game go. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah, well, we'll see if Jay Prince has a response to Youngboy. When you saw Youngboy's response, do you think that he was being full-fledged disrespectful to Jay Prince?
I think there's two sides to everything. You feel me? I think it's a miscommunication because it can get put across as if it's being disrespectful, but I don't think that Jay Prince was being disrespectful. Next story. Swizz Beatz dissed Drake on his own radio during a conversation with Busta Rhymes, then issued an apology, driving some of Drake's closest friends to respond. Drake and Busta Rhymes recorded the song Stay Down a few years ago, and it recently was leaked on the internet. In 2013, Busta interviewed with Rolling Stone and spoke about the song, but said that since Drake was working on his project at the time, things were being held up. Drake is working on a new album. It's just hectic. Hectic schedules. You could definitely look forward to something eventually coming together, us collaborating. I have something that's actually halfway done with Drake on a J Dilla beat. It's incredible. When Swizz Beatz was speaking about the leaked song, he referred to Drake as Pussy Boy, which did not sit well with Drake's team. On Father's Day, Swizz took time to address the comments he had made, saying he spoke on things he definitely shouldn't have talked about.
I want to address my actions on his own radio last night, man. I was in the wrong space. I was in the wrong energy, you know, and I hate that my kids and other people got to see me be on that side. I was a little nice. I was a little excited. You know, I definitely spoke on some things that I definitely shouldn't have spoke on, you know what I'm saying? Although I might feel a certain way about a certain person and different things like that, as a G, I'm man enough to say that, you know, I did that on the wrong platform and I wasn't supposed to do that like that.
People in Drake's crew wasn't happy about the apology and responded by telling Swizz to keep that same energy when he sees them. Another rapper associated with OVO, TV Gucci, sent Swizz a message saying the same thing.
So the Swizz Beatz and Drake thing is very interesting because it's like, I'm sure Drake does have a fire song out there with Busta Rhymes, as they're saying. But, you know, when you're Drake, you need to be in absolutely complete control of what music gets released. And let's be honest about it. Busta Rhymes is an older rapper. Drake is in album mode. Drake is gearing up for this album to be released. He might not want to put out a song with Busta Rhymes at this point in his career, which you would think that Swizz Beatz would completely understand after all these years in the game. You think he completely understand where Drake is at mentally when it comes to that.
Well, Busta's my big homie, and he's incredible. He's going to stay incredible. One of the best MCs of all time. You feel me? I kind of think like, you can't talk about nobody without repercussions at the end of the day. So if you call me Pussy Boy, it's up there. You feel me? I'm getting it cracking with you on the set.
At the end of the day, though, we're seeing, you know, Drake hasn't really had to respond, but he's got guys like Chubbs, other dudes on his team. They were very quick to let Swizz Beatz know that when they see him, it's an issue. Which Swizz Beatz is a legend in the game, so it's kind of surprising.
Swizz Beatz is a legend.
Kind of surprising to see somebody speak to Swizz Beatz in such a way, but Drake's goons were not having it.
But you see, the thing at the end of the day is you're not supposed to go on a live or, you know what I'm saying? If you have personal issues with somebody, the right thing to do is get at them 100%. You feel me? To do it on live and stuff like that for the whole world to see at the end of the day. Basically, you calling me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. You don't got no respect for me at the end of the day.
For the record.
Oh, I'm gonna say bitch then.
Bitch.
That's like if you speak on me, I may not say nothing. My homies is gonna come chop you up though. You feel me? So they just doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right. And I don't believe that the sixth God is a very forgiving God. Like, we've heard a lot of stories about Drake having issues with people. Doesn't always end well for them.
But why is somebody having a problem with him in the first place?
Because as Swizz said, he was just kind of emotional. He let himself go. He doesn't like the fact that his family had to see him speaking that way about Drake, yada, yada, yada.
But see, at least he manned up and he was like, I'm sorry for the situation, because it can go a whole nother way. If you sitting there doing that and you telling me like you not, I'm this, and I'm that, okay, it's up there. But if you apologize and stuff, okay, the homies may not forgive you, but I may forgive you.
The question is does Swizz Beatz does his name carry enough weight that Drake's goons are gonna let him off with just an apology, or does he still need to get ran up on?
I mean, at the end of the day, that's up for them to decide. Swizz is a legend. You feel me? I don't talk about criminal activities on camera.
The sex god is not a very forgiving god. That's all I'm saying. I've seen people disrespect Drake and have it not.
You know how I would handle it, so.
Why don't you go up to Calabasas and become one of Drake's goons? That could be a good spot for you.
Nah, I'm cool, kid.
No? You think you're too friendly?
Too friendly, man. I'm too friendly.
Okay, so next story. Derrick Chauvin, the man who famously kneeled on George Floyd's neck, killing him, was arrested on charges of second-degree murder, while the other 3 cops were charged with aiding and abetting second-degree murder. Since 2 of the ex-officers were released from prison, Thomas Lane and J. Alexander Kwong, after posting $750,000 bail. Now, just a day after being released on bail, ex-police officer J. Alexander Kwong was spotted at local grocery store Cub Foods in Plymouth, Minneapolis. New footage emerged on Twitter of Kwong being confronted by a woman. In the video, the woman asks what his name is, to which he responds,
"Oh, yeah, that's me."
It is you. So you're out of prison.
Yeah.
The woman then presses even harder, asking him why he feels comfortable enough to be out shopping at Cub Foods. Kwong says that he just came out for necessities while holding a pack of Oreos. The video continues for over 2 minutes as she follows him, telling him he should be locked up.
It is you. So you're out of prison.
Yes.
And you're comfortably shopping in Cub Foods. As if you didn't do anything.
I wouldn't call it comfortably. I'd just say getting necessities.
So first question, do you consider Oreos a necessity?
Oreos is not a necessity.
You don't think so?
No.
Isn't it kind of interesting, though, that this guy's been locked up for weeks and weeks, and then the first thing he does, he goes to the store to get some Oreos? He doesn't even cover his face up. He could have worn a mask.
He lucky the white girl ran up on him, because if he would have came to a liquor store in Los Angeles, we would have packed him out.
Right, but do you think that, like, are you surprised that he just felt like he was comfortable? Maybe he really didn't know the extent to which his mugshot had been put out there into the world through the news.
That's what he get. I don't feel bad for him. You and your Oreos, punk.
But I guess, like, the question is like, does this guy ever have hope of having a normal life? Even though he was just there. His only crime is that he didn't stop Derrick Chauvin.
And you know what makes it even worse to me? It looked like he's black. So you gonna let one of our brothers sit there and get killed?
This guy's black?
He look black?
What? I gotta do a fact check here.
Look at his beard. He definitely has some black ancestry.
What's that dude's name? Okay, fact check complete. We can confirm that he is mixed, but at least partially African American.
And yeah, so that make it even worse that you allowed your brother to be murdered and you didn't do nothing about it. And the first thing you do is you're sitting there buying Oreos.
All right, and so then for our final story, Ja Rule has filmed a promo for a local Greek restaurant, and a lot of people are clowning him for it. Let's just see a little bit of that.
Pop Christo's got the best motherfucking gyros. You ever ate in your life. So good. Take one, think to
Okay, so apparently the deal is that there's a TBS reality show that Ja Rule has a role on, and the whole goal of it is to get a bunch of viral YouTube views to help out local businesses. So people are trying to clown Ja Rule for this, but it turns out, and you can kind of tell from the tone of the video, that Ja Rule was actually just trying to help out a local business, and it was part of a TV show. So this is not actually like Ja Rule being broke enough that he has to go and do this. This is something that he did to help out / because it was part of a TV show deal. So 50 Cent has been trying to clown on him for it, and it's a little misguided, I think. No Jumper News. We out.